Today I'd like to tie for you a Kelsey's emerger. The hook I have in the vise is a standard dry fly hook. This is a number 16. I'm going to use 8/0 70 denier black thread. Going to start off with putting a base of thread down, and we're going to take that halfway and bring it up half of that, and that will be our wing placement. For our wing, we're going to use white poly yarn, and we're going to secure that right there. Then bring these, pull them straight, we're going to make this is going to be a parachute. We're going to bring them up and put some wraps around the base. Just a few wraps to get them secured. And I'm going to come back down. Got a couple strays there. And we're going to leave this wing long for right now. I'm going to take a piece of ultra fine copper wire, and I'm going to tie that in. And make sure you get that pretty secured. Now I'm going to take brown bootlace, and this is about 1/12 of one strand of bootlace. And I'm going to tie it for a shuck. Going to have that shuck be about half the hook length, because the other half of the shuck is going to be around the hook shank itself. Oop, I got to use that thread up because it's about to break. I'm going to fold that back and bring it back to the tail area. I'm going to stop about 1 eye length in back of the wing post. Now we're going to take the bootlace. We're going to wrap this. We're going to tie that off. It's okay if you went a little bit far. You can just bring your thread to the back again. Put a few wraps in front to lock it in. Go ahead and remove the excess. Now I'm going to take the copper wire and I'm going to counter wrap that. And we're going to palmer this forward. And we're going to get about 3 wraps. I'm going to take this up just a little bit further and tie that in. Go ahead and you can wrap over it. And then ultra fine wire you can just break off. We're going to come back to just about 1 eye length behind the wing post. Now I have a Grizzly brown and a Grizzly hackle. We're going to tie this in. I gave it the trimming. We're going to tie them in first in front. Tie them in right up to the wing post, and then we're going to go up the wing post. You don't want to go too far. You want to keep a little bit of that trimmed area exposed. See, I got a little bump there on the front. Got to take care of that. Piece of the stem sticking out before I break my thread on it. Now I'm going to bring my thread back to about 1 eye length from the eye of the hook. I'm going to use brown Antron blend, and I'm choosing this because it'll stay a little fuzzy. With super fine, you can wrap that noodle too tightly. We're going to take that and we're going to wrap it. Put a couple wraps in back. Bring it forward. And we're going to keep the thread attached to the post. Now we're going to take the hackle and we're going to wind this down the wing post. Holding the wing post, that is why I left that wing post long for right now. You hold it and you can wrap it nice and tight. And we're going to get 3 wraps, maybe 4, but we don't want any more than that because we have 2 hackles on here. Put a couple wraps on top of the hackle and a couple wraps underneath. And then we can remove the excess. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim the wing post. I'm going to trim it down and back. Make it a little bit like a mayfly wing. This fly will be good for like a little gray fox hatch or a March brown, or you can use it as an attractor like a Adams. Going to whip finish it to the wing post with just 3 turns of the whip finish. Going to hold my thread with my whip finish hook, and I'm going to put head cement on the left side and then pull it in, and there it pulled right in for me. Just rough that up a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and trim off some of that. You just want a shaggy look underneath there. And here we have a Kelsey's emerger. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.